What's up, everyone? So today we're taking a look at the Dremel 8220 cordless rotary tool. It takes batteries, a 12-volt max, no cord, has one major flaw though in my opinion. I'll show you that here in a bit. Let's get the review started. Alright, model number 8220, link in the description below for you to check it out. Again, the cordless Dremel rotary tool takes a battery. I'm really curious on what you guys are going to think about this. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, but it does take the 1.5 right here. You can also buy these online, the 2.0s, for around $36. Real simple to put in and take out. They really look like the M12 batteries from Milwaukee. I know you're probably going to ask if it fits. It doesn't. I already tried. So you're also going to get a kit. The problem I have with this is that you don't get the bit, the 107. That's my favorite bit. But you do get some other attachments here, such as, you know, if you're trying to dig out grout. You got the battery charger right here. Now here is the major flaw. I will not keep you waiting. The battery only lasted around 30 minutes. I only got to carve about 15 stars. I'll show you that. And it took an hour or over an hour to charge the battery. We'll talk more about that here in a bit, but you do get the hard case, which I'm happy to see. Love the hard cases. We're also going to use the flex wand with this tool. I always use the flex wand, really like it. I'll even show you how that goes on in case you've never operated one before, but we also have a lot of kits that I've been using with this here. You know, we got the cutting kits, we got the polishing kits, you know, we have the sanding kits. We have a lot of different tools that I use. This is probably one of the hardest working tools I have in the shop here, but I will also put these kits in the description below for you to check out. Pretty good deal on those. Now with the flex shaft, you will get another collet here. You're going to get a wrench. You're going to need that. Pretty simple to install. Let me show you. Here's your collet here. All we're going to do is we're going to push the button like so. That locks the collet. We'll take off that head. We'll remove that collet and we'll insert the wand. Now I will also say this. If you're planning on using one of these flex wands, keep them on there. I have a couple of these tools here. I never take the flex wand off because I always seem to run into issues when I do that. Those insides, they just want to fall apart for some reason. So that's one of the downsides, but you put that collet on and then you just tighten it down and it's ready to go. It's just like having a pencil in your hand. Again, one of the hardest working tools that I've had in the shop for a long time. Use these a lot. So there you go, the flex wand is ready to go. This takes about 2 minutes to install it. Alright, so now we're just going to put in our tip like so. We'll put that collet back on. We're going to push that button on the wand and we're going to tighten it down. Now what I really like about this is the on and off button. You can see that battery light popped up and it's an indicator. You got the 3 LEDs and it's telling you when your battery's running down and when you're probably going to need a recharge. So that's pretty cool. Now don't be surprised if you see that thing going low on you fairly quickly. Again, only about 35 minutes, but here's your adjustable speed. I really like this as well. Now as far as the RPMs go, you're looking at 5,000 on low up to 30,000 RPMs on high. Check it out. Now another thing I will say is that it has a lower rumble rather than a very high pitch. Even though the video is picking up a higher pitch, I'm telling you in person, you know, the electric ones, the corded ones, they seem to be a little bit higher in pitch. But yeah, it's a little bit of a difference when it comes to that. Now as far as build quality goes, very well built, just like every other Dremel. Feels great in the hands, not real heavy, again only 4.5 pounds. You're looking at about 9 inches in length, and that's without the shaft. But yeah, all in all, great build on this. You also get a 2-year warranty on this tool, so that's a pretty nice plus. And one of the things I extremely dislike on this tool is the hanger itself. Not so much the way it works, but trying to get it out. When it clips down in, it snaps in, and trying to get this thing out is a freaking nightmare. So now you got to take the wrench or something else and pop that out. Maybe that's not on every unit, but it was on mine. Extremely frustrating. Yeah, didn't care for that. A little bit harder than it needed to be. Grip on this though, actually really nice. Again, very comfortable tool. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to carve out some stars. I would like to try to get to all 50, but I can already tell you, I know that's not going to happen. We're going to get to about 15 stars before this thing starts dying out on me. Now again, I am using the 1.5 AH battery. You can buy them online, the 2 AH batteries, for around $36. What I will say that I was very surprised about was the power on this. I couldn't tell a difference between this, the cordless, and a corded model. It was extremely powerful, if you ask me. Basically everything felt the same. If you were to blindfold me and tell me this was a cordless, I wouldn't even notice. Pretty solid. Again, get that lower rumble instead of that high-pitched squeal. But again, unless you were looking to use this out in the middle of a field or on top of Mount Everest where there is absolutely no electrical outlet, I'm just being honest with you, I'm not real impressed with it. For this battery to die within 30 minutes and then take over an hour. Now it states in the manual it takes less than an hour. I can tell you it does not. It took over an hour. I was looking at about an hour and 10 minutes for this battery to charge. That's only a 1.5. So you are going to need more than one battery, guaranteed, if you are looking to use this as your main rotary tool. Now with that said, I think what this tool would really shine on is if you were to use your router base with this, you wouldn't have that cord getting in the way. I think it would do a good job with that. But again, for your main tool, I would definitely stick with the corded. Alright, so there you go. Again, about 15.5 stars, and it was dead. Me personally, I cannot justify using this over a corded tool. I mean, it works well, yes. It's powerful, yes. If you had to go somewhere where you didn't have electricity, which I don't know how often that happens to you, I don't know. I just think that either you're going to have to buy a lot of batteries and keep them on the charge, or you're going to be pretty frustrated. As for the wand itself, if you do not have this tool hanging, you're going to notice a lot of heat buildup. And again, you do not want to take these off and put them on, because next thing you know, they start falling apart. So at the end of the day, do I like this? Yeah, I do. I think it's going to work out good with certain applications. If you're using it on a router base, you know, the Dremel router or such, I think that's a good idea. I think the cord is going to stay out of your way. I think that's a good option. But if you were using this for a main tool, other than the fact that it's built well, you know, it's built very comfortable and it's powerful, you're definitely going to have to keep at least 2 or probably even 3 batteries because of the charge time, just to keep this thing going regularly. And I think you're going to be kind of frustrated after you're constantly charging this batteries, because the life on it is only about 30 to 35 minutes from what I was using it, and that was only on the medium speed. Alright, there you go, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, check us out at toolreviewzone.com, and don't forget to come say hi to us on the Instagram channel. We'll be back with more tool reviews.